Hello, and welcome to The Sensual Garden. I am the Sensual Seductress, aka Alluri. I am podcasting and doing a live video via my YouTube channel. So, if y'all hear me stop and stumble or do some readjustments, because y'all know me, I like it raw and uncut. So, first of all, welcome to October. Welcome to fall. I have some amazing shows coming up. I will be doing one next week on BDSM Predators Part 2, along with defining the line between predators and abusers. And I will have special guests on my show that are actually in the community. I will have a male and a female that are in the community. Then I have a show on the leather community. And I'm going to have guests on the podcast as well, because I think it's important that we explore the different aspects of BDSM and the community and all that it entails. So yeah, if you are a furry or like to play latex and things of that nature, hit me up. Hit me up. I'm almost certain we can figure out a segment and put you in there. So on today's podcast, we're going to talk about a term that I have now coined: vanilla privilege. Vanilla is what we call the people outside of the BDSM kink community. We all know what privilege is. You know, you get that you think that you are entitled to this right to do X, Y, and Z. You think that it is granted automatically for you to do X, Y, and Z. And I know you all gonna say, well, we're in the BDSM community. There's no such thing as vanilla privilege, but it is. It is indeed. So what happens with vanilla privilege is this when it comes to the kink community. In most vanilla relationships, there are no boundaries. There are boundaries in the bedroom, but are there any subjects that are off limits? The partners think that they have 24/7, 365, all access granted to you. You know, call you at 2, 3 in the morning. Some of us might think that's cute. Call you at 7, 8 in the morning. Some of us might think that's cute. Texting all day and want you to reply. When you have an issue going on, and you don't want to talk about it. In most vanilla relationships, people will push. You know what they say, poking the bear? They will continuously poke until you either talk about what's bothering you, walk away, leave, or get so mad that you start cussing. And then when you start cussing, that's when, why you getting so emotional? Why you so mad? All I did was ask a question. And also in most vanilla relationships, and this doesn't even have to be a physical relationship or dating relationship. This can be a friendship. It can be with your family. But they also think that when you set boundaries for you, that it's an attack against them. Whereas in the kink BDSM community, boundaries are respected because we have a thing called hard limits, soft limits. We understand triggering. But in the vanilla world, it's okay to say, no, I don't want to do anal. I'm not into that. I don't want to play with toys. I'm not into that. But what about conversations that you just are uncomfortable having? And I know in relationships and family ships and friendships and all of that, situationships, there are some conversations that have to be had that are hard. I call them the hard conversations, but they have to be had. So, in the BDSM kink community, if you are dealing with a traumatic experience or whatever from your past, you let your partner know, and they know that that's the no zone. We don't touch that. It may be a certain color is triggering for you, so we're gonna keep you away from that. Certain type of music, certain type of movies, certain type of people, certain types of environments. Whereas in the vanilla world, oh, you gotta face your fears, you gotta deal with it, you gotta get it out, you can't get over it till you get it out. What? I just told you I'm not comfortable in this situation, but you're gonna ignore my I just told you. And see, that's the other thing. Vanilla privilege does not respect consent at times. I'm not going to say all the time, but at times it does not respect consent. It does not respect boundaries. Think about that for a moment. Just think about it. How many times have you come home from work or come home from school and you just don't want to be bothered right now? That, hey, how was your day? And you go, just another day. Or you come in and you got the look of frustration and pistivity all over your face. How was your day? Ugh. Well, what happened? I don't want to talk about it. No, come on, tell me what happened. That's the vanilla privilege right there. It's an automatic right that they think that they have to be so intrusive that they will continue to, as I said earlier, poke the bear. Because they sometimes don't understand that, number one, no answer is an answer. Number two, no is an answer. It's a definite no. No. Some people don't even understand, we'll talk about it later. But in the kink community, when you are first setting up with your partner, you do what we call a vetting stage. Of course, vanilla people vet too. It's just called dating. And in the kink community, if it's going to be a relationship dynamic, then yeah, you might date, but we still call it vetting. We are looking for red flags. We are looking to get to know you as a person outside of your kinks. We're looking at how we're going to develop our relationship. We're looking at the expectations. What does this look like to you? What does it look like to me? Well, how do we navigate this and how do we navigate that? And is this okay for you? Is this not okay for you? That's why the contracts are important. Vanilla relationships don't have a contract, at least not to my knowledge, unless, well, you talk about a marriage, and then that's a whole nother thing. But in BDSM and kink, you have a contract that is tailored to you and your partner, and what y'all will and will not do, what y'all can and cannot do to each other, for each other, with each other, and other people in some cases. But vanilla privilege just assumes that we're going to do all these things, and we can do all these things. And most times, the only time that vanilla privilege does not take a front seat is in the bedroom. Now, these are just my opinions. This is my coined phrase that I coined a few weeks ago. But it's relevant. It's relevant. Vanilla privilege only seems to take a back seat when it comes to things in the bedroom. When it comes to the do's and the don'ts of the bedroom. Vanilla privilege does not allow you to be sad when you want to be sad. It doesn't allow you to be happy and joyous when you want to be happy and joyous, because you can bet your bottom dollar In all your happy, happy, joy, joy, somebody gonna come around and say something or do something to just drag you right on back down to that lovely, sad abyss that you've been trying to avoid. But in BDSM and kink, nothing is forced upon you because you've established these rules and these regulations and these expectations up front. Now, sometimes do they get a little bit iffy? Yeah, because you have some people who will try to push the button or push the boundary, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing. It's all about consent, it's all about respect, it's about a deeper level of trust. But it's not just based on the sex. Now, I know you're wondering, how does this pertain to BDSM? Oftentimes, especially if you are new to the scene, you'll bring your vanilla relationship tactics into the BDSM kink world, and you will sometimes try to insert that privilege into your BDSM or your kink dynamic relationship, whatever it is. You can't do that. And I get it. We have to unlearn, retrain, all that good stuff. We got to do all that stuff to our minds, because we were all brought up differently. We all grew up differently. We all believe differently. We all think differently. So there are some things that you have learned that are ingrained in you in the vanilla world, and you bring that over into the kink world, because it's not like you can just turn it off. It's not a switch. It's not a switch. It does not work like that. It's not a switch. So sometimes it can get confusing. If you are an older person coming into the kink world and BDSM world, and this is something that you want to do with your life, you still have to unlearn and reprogram the mind, because when you get to a certain age, you are what they call set in your ways. And once you become set in your ways, it's kind of hard to shake some of that. And especially if you have been single for a while, and then you want to venture over here and you're going to make this a part of your life, and you want to enjoy all the things that BDSM and kink has to offer that you consent to. You may bring those vanilla privileges over here. Now, I'm not saying vanilla privilege is bad in all aspects, because sometimes it's needed, especially if you seriously know your partner and you know the things that they have going on. Because people shut down, people become emotional. A lot of us deal with mental things, but you know your partner so well that I don't think that's called privilege. I think that's just called knowing your partner. I think the privilege part comes in when you feel like you have a right, no matter what is going on, you have a right to be intrusive, or to say certain things, or to do some certain things. Prime example. In some vanilla relationships, going to the bathroom, that's private time. Whether you're going to pee or poop, that's private time. Okay, in a BDSM relationship or a kink relationship, one of the partners may have a fetish to watch you use the bathroom or hear you using the bathroom. Or they may have a rule where you have to leave the bathroom door open. I don't know. Everybody's dynamic is different. But vanilla privilege says, while you are in the midst of taking care of your business, it is okay for me to come in here, open the door, sit on the tub, and have a full-blown conversation with you. Wait a minute, I was just in here trying to take care of my business. I can't pee or poop in peace? You just have to be in here. You could not wait till I got out the bathroom. You couldn't wait. Is it an emergency? 9 times out of 10, nope. House on fire? 9 times out of 10, nope. Somebody in distress? Mm-mm. It's just the privilege of knowing that it's okay for you to come in here while I am taking care of my personal business on the throne, and you want to have a whole damn conversation. Really? They do it when you're in the shower. You couldn't wait 3 more minutes for me to get the soap out of my hair for you to come in here and ask me a question. And 9 times out of 10, y'all, what they want don't be about shit. You seen that skillet? You seen my red shirt? You know where that toy is? Your phone ringing. Again, for real, I'm in the shower. I'm on the throne. What the hell? Vanilla privilege is intrusive, very. It does not respect. It doesn't respect boundaries. It's just, I am entitled. I have a right to do these things to you. Vanilla privilege will go so far as to know you can't have your phone on at work, or you can't talk at work. They will go so far to call you at work, knowing that is against the policy. So now you want me fired? For real? You couldn't just send a text or wait for my lunch break or wait for my 15-minute break? Because I'm almost certain that a lot of people tell their friends, their family, their partners when they go on break, when they go on lunch, what time they got to be there, when they get off work. But you have some people who feel like, again, they have 24/7 all access granted to you and your life. Does it make sense, y'all? Do y'all see what I'm going at? But in the kink community, we have boundaries. Boundaries are respected. Respect is respected. Now, again, not to say that in the kink community everything is perfect, because it's not. There are flaws in everything. There are exceptions to the rules. But it's about privilege. And yeah, you have some dominants and some submissives who just absolutely don't respect boundaries, don't respect no's, they just don't. And because they think that because I'm in a relationship with you, especially when the dynamic goes from just play or platonic and then it becomes romantic, the vanilla privilege becomes more prevalent then, because maybe y'all didn't go back to the table and renegotiate the terms and things of what y'all about to do, because now we've gone from a platonic space to now a romantic space. So guess what, y'all? The rules change. But even when the rules and the foundation are laid out, you still have some people who will say, well, that's my man, that's my woman, I can ask them anything I want to ask them. No, you can't. I can touch them however I want to. No, you can't. I can say whatever I want. No, you can't. And I know somebody that's real smart is gonna say, well, the First Amendment gives me free speech. Yeah, it does, but I ain't say you have free speech to talk to me. You don't have free speech to talk to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't call me. Vanilla privilege would even get angry with you when you say, I have laid out my boundaries. I've expressed to you how I want to be loved, liked, treated, this, that, and the third. And vanilla privilege will give them, in their mind, the right to get mad at you for protecting you. What the hell kind of sense does that make? Boundaries and no-nos have nothing to do with the other person. They have everything to do with you. I tell people all the time, if I have to use my warn phrase, you have stepped too far into my personal space. My warn phrase is, for your safety and my sanity, I'm gonna need you to leave me alone. It will not end well for you. If I have to utter that sentence to you and you continuously come after me, whatever I do or say after that, you have bought and paid for because you have been warned. So if you get cussed out, oh well. You get your feelings hurt, oh well. And 9 times out of 10, I won't become violent. I may throw something at you because now you done got on my damn nerve. I may hang up the phone. Because what you will not do is make me uncomfortable. What you will not do is push me so far to break my boundary. Because what happens when you do that, vanilla privilege will say, well, I got away with it the first time. I got her to talk. I got him to talk. Okay, let me try it again. What? So they will continuously poke the bear. I mean, down to, you can say, I don't like cereal. Oh, come on, just try it. I told you I don't like cereal. Come on, this one is good. It's sweet. It tastes like candy. Didn't I just tell you I don't like cereal? Come on, just a little bit for me. How many damn ways do I have to tell you no? No. Now, in the kink community, we have, like I said, we have this thing called negotiation. Y'all, I'm sitting on the side of my bed. It's okay. I'm still healing. No more wound vac. But that's a horse of another color. But, and I'm holding my iPad. But, in the kink community, when we're doing our thing called negotiations, we lay out, again, our do's and don'ts, our wills and wants, what we like, what we dislike, what we're having trouble with, what we're struggling with. All that stuff should be laid out. And I'm almost positive that vanilla relationships have these conversations. But are we listening? Really, are you listening? Think about it. For those of you who left the vanilla world and came over to the kink and BDSM, think about it. Did you get it right the first time? Probably not. Did you get it right the second time? Probably not. Probably took you a few times to get it right because, again, we have to reprogram our mind and rethink things and relearn things because the rules in the vanilla world are totally different than the rules in BDSM and in kink. Now, the one rule that should be universal, well, there's a couple of rules that should be universal. You're going to respect me. I will respect you. You're going to be honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of us say, hey, I'm a communicator. I need you to communicate with me. Okay. Okay. Cool. But, you know, sometimes lines get blurred and things happen, and now we on a slippery slope fall to hell. Because we don't know. We haven't sought a mentor. We haven't done any reading. We have not even had the honest conversation with our partner. Yeah, we thought we were being honest, and we thought we were vetting, and we thought we were doing this right until one of these vanilla privilege situations pop up, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Did we discuss this? No, we ain't discussed this. And that's one thing that I love about BDSM and the kink community is because my boundaries and my no's may be this way on Monday, but we can always come back to the table Monday night, Tuesday morning, Wednesday, because I have a right to change my mind. My partner has a right to change their mind. Vanilla privilege will say, well, you said this, and why are you changing your mind? Wait a minute, hold on. Why do you need to know the reason that I'm changing my mind? Whether I'm changing it to a no or to a yes. Why do you need to know the reason? Maybe I feel like giving the reason. Maybe I don't feel like giving the reason. Because sometimes we don't even understand that we have triggers until we're actually triggered. Everybody does not have to be going through a trauma to have a trigger or getting over a trauma to have a trigger. You just don't. You don't have to be going through something or getting over something for something to trigger you. I do not like chip paint. Cannot stand it. Chip nail polish, cannot stand it. It makes my stomach queasy. Sitting at somebody's table and there's little bitty cracks in the table, especially if it's a light color wood, cannot stand it. It does something to me. Seriously. Vanilla Privilege says, well, we're not going to ask for a new table in this restaurant. We got the best table in the house. No, we're going to sit next to the wall because it's closer to the exit. What? You know, some people don't like to sit with their back to the door because they need to see people as they come in or as they leave. Vanilla Privilege will say, well, I'm going to sit right here and you find another spot. It doesn't matter that you're going to be uncomfortable. The hell? And I know. It's crazy. But when you think about it, just think about all the relationships that you've had and all of the people that you've known. Family, friends, lovers, acquaintances, co-workers, and co-workers got it bad. That's why I don't go to work to be your friend. I go to work to do my job and get the hell on out of here. But think about all that. Think about all the times that you did not want to be bothered and somebody just insisted on having a conversation with you, even after you said, I'm not in the mood. Just leave me alone. I don't feel like it today. Think about that. Go back to your childhood and think about all the times you showed up to church, if you went to church, to a family reunion, and people just, especially family, they just want to hug you. You haven't seen this person in, 10, 12 years. Or in some cases, you don't even know this person. Or this person's vibe is off and you don't fool with this person. But family would say, that's your family. Go get him a hug. What happened? What happened? And especially with children, because when I was little, yeah, we didn't get much choice in who. No, we didn't get no. That's your uncle. That's your auntie. That's your cousin. So, I don't want them touching me. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to sit next to them. No, something wrong. But because I was a child, yeah, you didn't get that say so. But I see more parents now saying that, hey, we are consent oriented over here. If my child said they don't want to be touched, they don't want to hug you, they don't have to hug you. You can get mad all you want. But you don't have a right to people. You don't. Unless y'all have negotiated this thing and this is what y'all want to do. But you don't have an all access granted to people. I know, ladies, we have this thing. Oh my God. Especially us black women, we have this thing. Don't put your damn hands in my hair. Don't do it. I don't care how pretty it look to you. Do not touch my hair. But what do people do? Oh, your hair's so pretty. Oh, where you get that lock from? Who did that? Oh, girl, your color. Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? And I'll go a step further. I am the person, was the person, who would see friends, family, hell, sometimes strangers, the tag hanging out the back of your shirt. And I'll see the tag. I just automatically walk up to you and put your tag in. I ain't asked no permission. I haven't done any of those things. But being in the lifestyle has taught me, you just don't do that. Number one is rude. Number two, they didn't consent to you fixing their clothes. And number three, that's a good way to get your ass beat. Touching on folks. You just don't do it. And like I said, if you think about it, just think about the little bitty things. The little bitty things. Even to somebody fixing your food. Some people don't like their food to touch. Some people don't like gravy on their rice or gravy on their mashed potatoes, but you'll have somebody who will fix your food Oh, they want mine a little bit of gravy to make it taste better. Didn't I just tell your ass I don't want no gravy? Why would you put this on my food? Well, I just wanted you to try. Did I say I want to try something different? Do I look like I'm in an experimental mood today? But that vanilla privilege says, it's okay, they'll get over it. They'll get over it. Once that do what you want to do and ask for forgiveness later or something like that, yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. And we have to be careful, y'all, because that vanilla privilege can get us in a whole lot of trouble that we don't even know. We don't even recognize it. And it wasn't until I'm in a book club. I'm in a kinky book club in my community. In my BDSM kinky community. I am in a book club. And we were reviewing Screw the Roses, Give Me the Thorns. Great book, by the way. Lots of references. Lots of good references. Lots of illustrations. Lots of breakdowns. It is very, very good. That is a book that you can go back to over and over and over and over again, and you will learn something different every time that you go back and read it. First time I read it, I didn't like it because I said it read like a doggone therapy session. Come to find out that I had downloaded the wrong book. It had the right title, but it was a breakdown of the book, the different chapters. But it wasn't as detailed as the actual book. So now I have the actual book. Yay me. But we were having a discussion about the book, and that's when I came up with the term vanilla privilege. Because it is. It's just it's just something that some people think that they have automatic rights to you. Just automatic. I used to wonder, especially with married couples, the husband or the wife phone would ring and the partner would not answer. And I'm like, why you didn't answer the phone? It ain't my phone. But it's just a phone. But I get it now. Not so much that you trying to be nosy if you answer the phone, but I get it. That is a respect of somebody's privacy. You don't go stand over there and look at the call ID. Let me see who's calling you. No. You don't have a right to that. Even if you are paying the bill, you do not have a right to your partner's phone. It took me a while to understand that because I just could not wrap my head around it. My thing was, it's just a phone. What the freaking what's the big deal? It's a phone. Again, vanilla privilege told me it's just a phone. Pick it up, answer it. My phone dead. Let me go pick up your phone and use it. We don't have rights to that. We don't have rights to that. We don't understand it. But no, we don't have rights to that. So we need to rethink, relearn, reprogram, have those conversations, set those boundaries, set those expectations, do everything you think you need to do. But remember, you don't have a right to 365 24/7 access to people. Unless there's something that you all have discussed. You have to respect somebody's boundaries. Stop calling folks at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know damn well they sleeping. They got to be at work. Stop doing it. Especially if you are not hurt, in danger. Don't call nobody at 3 o'clock. I just wanted to see what you was doing. I was asleep, fool. Don't do that. Don't call somebody at 7 in the morning knowing that they just got off work. I was just calling trying to catch you before you went to sleep. You don't know if that person got off work early or not. Stop assuming that somebody has to tell you every little thing that they got going on. No, they don't have to do that. Now, if you ask a question, are you deserving of an answer? 9 times out of 10 you are, but if they don't answer you, maybe they don't have an answer. Maybe they don't have an answer. You can't make folks talk to you. You can't make people open up to you. You cannot make people do what you want them to do. You just cannot. You don't have a right to program folks to your liking. You don't. You don't. I see it in the movies all the time when the dating movies especially. You say, "Can I use your bathroom?" Sure. Down the hall to the right. What's the first thing most people do when they go in somebody's bathroom? Open the damn medicine cabinet or look under the counter. In the cabinet. Why? Why? What you trying to see? How much Lysol they get? They'll see prescription bottles. They looking at the prescription, trying to see what this is. I'm almost positive if you ask somebody, "Hey, do you have any health issues that I need to know about? Are you on any medications that I need to know about?" 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna tell you. Stop rifling through folks' stuff. Just stop doing it. I used to ask my son, "Can you bring me my purse?" He'll bring it to me. "Well, can you look at my purse and get..." He'll bring me the whole purse. Bring me the whole purse. He is not going in my purse. You don't have an automatic right to people. You don't. You don't. And I really hope that this has been helpful for somebody. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent, hit me up at thesensualgarden@gmail.com. Spelled just like the podcast. Thesensualgarden.com, where you can shop and get all your lovely adult needs. My YouTube channel is The Sensual Garden. My podcast is The Sensual Garden. You can find it on Spotify, Anchor, and a few more places. I'm trying to get loaded to Apple, but I don't know how. I need to get my what am I gonna call him? My manager. He's a good friend of mine. He cool people. I call him my manager because I always bounce my ideas off of him. Well, not always. Sometimes I just go off the rip. But he has a great listening ear. He's a really good friend. He cool people. But I'm on Facebook, The Sensual Seductress. I am on Instagram, _sensual_garden. I'm on Twitter and I rarely use it. I have a TikTok channel, y'all. The Sensual Seductress, where I upload videos of educations and sometimes I upload the link to my podcast, but I do a lot of BDSM kink education slides that I put up because the education is so needed in the community, especially in the BIPOC community, Black, Indigenous, people of color. The education is needed. We need to protect each other. We need to look out for each other. We need to have these conversations. These are things that a lot of times I just get them off the top of my head and I just want to talk about them. And then a lot of times I'll just get a bright idea from a conversation that I'm having with somebody. Yes, I am still doing intimacy coaching. Yes. You can get intimacy coaching from me. We can do it via Zoom. We can do it via Duo. We can do it via Facebook Messenger. I work with couples and I work with singles. Must be 18 and older. I am not a doctor. I don't prescribe medicine. I don't do any of that. What I do is try to give you the best instruction and information that I can to help you have a better relationship and a better sex life. That's all I do. So don't hit me with, "Can you tell me if I need to take..." Nope, I can't tell you that. Can you tell me how to do? I can probably point you in a direction as to how to do something, but I can't tell you how to do it. I do not condone, let me say this again. I do not condone adultery or cheating unless you and your partner have explicitly told me we are poly, we are this, we are that. Don't send me any messages talking about some how can I get my coworker to sleep with me and they're married. You can't. Leave them folks alone. Leave them people alone. You sound like a whole predator out here. How can I talk them into sleeping with me? You can't. Trust me, if somebody want to fuck you, they'll fuck you. And they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you. But if you're looking at me to help you with your predator behavior, you're barking up the wrong tree, sweetie. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. So, for those of you who are watching my YouTube video, yes, it's late at night. I'm sitting on the side of my bed. I look all kinds of crazy. I'm still cute. Fuck y'all. But, we are in the month of October. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it is also Domestic Violence Awareness. I am a domestic violence survivor. People will tell you that it is easy to get out. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. We need to pay attention to those red flags, y'all. That little stuff that we think is cute. Oh, they just really like me. That's why they don't want me to wear this. That's why they don't want me to go there. Mm-mm. 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 It's not cute. It's not safe. It's not. It's just not. It's just not. Domestic violence is a serious thing. A lot of people don't make it out alive. Nobody makes it out unscarred, be it a mental scar or a physical scar or an emotional scar. It takes a toll on you. Domestic violence just doesn't happen to women. It happens to men as well. Yes, there are some abusive women out here. In same-sex relationships, domestic violence does happen. If you don't know how to get out of it, find you somebody to talk to that can help you put a plan in motion. Do everything you can do to get yourself out of this situation before you get hurt worse than what you are, or before you hurt somebody. Stop playing with these people's emotions, y'all. Stop building people up and telling them you love them and you want to be with them and this, that, and the third, and you walk off in the sunset with somebody else. People are crazy. You don't fuck with nobody's mental state. A crime of passion is real. It is real. Stop thinking because they call you 20, 30 times a day asking for your whereabouts or want to video chat you all the time. Stop thinking that shit is cute. Take off the rose-colored glasses, y'all. Your number one priority is you. Your safety should be the first thing on your mind every day. In and out of a relationship, even when you're single. Somebody speak to you, you speak back. They ask you for your number, you tell them no. You may get called a name. Don't go back and forth with them, just walk away. And I know sometimes walking away ain't just the clean cut thing and nothing else will happen to you. But just walk away. Just walk away. Stop exchanging unnecessary words with folks. Stop doing that. Stop thinking if they put their hands on you that they love you, because that's the way it's supposed to go. You a lie. Love don't hurt. Well, it ain't supposed to hurt. Let me clear that up. It's not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt. Stop thinking that you're irrational and it's all your fault. Mm-mm. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. Ever. Ever. Stop listening to these crazy folks talking about something. Well, me and my husband and me and my wife, we've been together 30 some odd years. And yeah, we used to fight back in the day, but we worked it all out. It's 2022. Don't nobody have time for that struggle love shit. Nobody got time to be going to get restraining orders, paying lawyers, going to jail, losing your children, losing your job. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So again, make sure that you are taking care of you. Put you first. Your health and your life are way more important than somebody supposedly love, like, lust, whatever. Yep, it is. And yep, I got a little serious there for a moment because this thing is serious. Hence why I'm doing part 2 of predators and their behaviors. And I will talk to some people online via my podcast. And we're going to get down to the nitty and the gritty of things. And it doesn't happen the same way for everybody. Every situation is different. No predator does things the exact same way that the next predator did it. You know, we do have what they call it, copycat people. Yeah, but sometimes the copycat gonna fuck up because they gonna do something that's uniquely theirs. And you should be able to spot the warning signs. And predators don't just apply to children. They apply to adults as well. There are predators in the BDSM kink community, just like there are predators in the vanilla world. And it's not always sexual. Because you got some financial predators out here too. You got some mental predators out here too. But again, we're going to discuss that next week. Will it be on my YouTube channel? I don't know. If they don't mind, I will ask them. If they give the consent for me to record on YouTube, you all won't see them. You'll just see me and my lovely face. Hey, y'all. But if they give their consent, then we'll have that uploaded to YouTube as well. So again, this is the Sensual Seductress, aka Alluring. Please go to my website and do a little shopping. It's the fall. It's time to restock those toys. Get some new lubes and some batteries. Get some massage oil. And this fall and the winter is the great time to experiment in the bedroom. Get cold outside. Getting ready to hit rainy season. For some people, snow season. You all snowed in with your partner. Make it do what it do. So shop thesensualgarden.com. Again, drop me an email, thesensualgarden@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Y'all know where to find me. It has been a pleasure. I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that this opens up the doors for a new conversation between you and your partner or you and your friends. That's my goal, to start conversations, good conversations, that is, good, healthy conversations. For intimacy coaching, drop me an email. I reply to all of them. And yes, I still do fun parties. You drop me an email, send me a DM. I will send you my information. Until next time, this podcast has been brought to you by The Sensual Garden. I am the Sensual Seductress, aka Alluring. If you want to donate to my cause, you can cash out me. $ Sensual Garden. Spelled just like the podcast and everything else. Until next time, ta-ta. Keep it sexy.